You just finished eating. Your stomach is full. But somewhere in your brain, a tiny alarm is still ringing, telling you there isn't enough. That alarm is older than agriculture, older than fire. It's older than you, and it doesn't know the difference between a famine and a fridge. Here's the strange part. Your body isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was built to do. The problem is that the world changed faster than your biology could keep up. You are living in the 21st century with hardware built for the Ice Age. And that mismatch is quietly running your life. Let's go back. 200,000 years ago, food wasn't reliable. A good hunt might feed your group for a week. A bad season might starve it. Under those conditions, a brain that craved calories wasn't a flaw. It was survival. The humans who felt intense pleasure from fat and sugar ate more when food appeared. They stored more energy as fat. And when the lean months came, they were the ones who lived to have children. This is what researchers call the thrifty genotype. In 1962, geneticist James Neal proposed that human metabolism evolved to be extremely efficient at storing energy, because efficient storage meant survival through famine. Your ancestors who burned calories quickly and stored little simply didn't make it through hard winters as often. The ones who did make it passed down bodies that hoard energy like it might disappear tomorrow. Now here's the twist. It might not disappear tomorrow. Not for most of us. Food is no longer scarce for a huge portion of the world. It's constant. It's cheap. It's engineered to taste better than anything your ancestors ever ate. But your brain hasn't been told the famine is over. Think about that for a second. Your hunger doesn't know what year it is. In the 1940s, a researcher named Ansel Keys ran an experiment that revealed just how deeply hunger reshapes the mind. In what became known as the Minnesota Starvation Experiment, 36 healthy young men were placed on a restricted diet for 6 months, roughly half of what they normally ate. What happened wasn't just weight loss. It was psychological transformation. The men became obsessed with food. They dreamed about it. They collected recipes. Some hoarded scraps. Some couldn't concentrate on anything else. Their bodies weren't starving in any life-threatening sense yet, but their brains had already flipped into full survival mode. That's the switch living inside you right now. It doesn't require an actual famine to activate. It just requires your brain to sense scarcity, real or perceived. Skip a few meals. Cut your calories too aggressively. Go on a strict diet. And your ancient hunger system wakes up, thinking the lean season has arrived. For decades, scientists didn't fully understand what was flipping that switch. Then, in 1994, molecular biologist Jeffrey Friedman and his team discovered a hormone called leptin. Leptin is produced by fat cells, and it tells your brain how much stored energy you're carrying. When leptin is high, your brain assumes food is plentiful. When it drops, your brain assumes danger and cranks up hunger, slows your metabolism, and makes food the only thing you can think about. Here's what's fascinating. Leptin evolved to protect you from starvation. It was never designed to help you stay lean in a world of unlimited snacks. So when you diet hard and your fat stores drop, leptin falls, and your ancient brain reads that as an emergency. Not vanity, not willpower. Emergency. This explains something that used to feel like a personal failure. Ever wonder why so many diets fail long term? It's not weakness. It's a survival circuit doing exactly its job, just in the wrong century. And it's not only about food. Your body has other Stone Age habits still running in the background. You crave salt because sodium was scarce and essential for your ancestors. You crave fat and sugar together because that combination signaled the richest, safest calories on the savanna. Even your instinct to eat more in the evening echoes an old survival strategy, loading up before a long night with no guaranteed breakfast. None of this made you weak. It made your ancestors strong enough to survive things you will never have to face. So what do you do with a body that's still bracing for a famine that isn't coming? You can't rewrite 200,000 years of evolution, but you can understand the system you're working with instead of fighting it blind. Extreme restriction doesn't outsmart your biology, it triggers it. Your brain interprets a crash diet the same way it would interpret a bad harvest, and it responds by making you hungrier, not more disciplined. Steady, moderate eating sends a very different signal. It tells your ancient alarm system that the famine isn't here, that the fridge is not a myth, that there's no need to hoard. There's something oddly comforting in this. The urge you feel at 11 at night, standing in front of an open pantry, isn't a personal flaw. It's an ancestor's voice, whispering an old and reasonable fear, one that kept your bloodline alive across ice ages, droughts, and famines. You'll never have to survive yourself. Your body isn't fighting you. It's protecting you from a world that no longer exists. And maybe that's the real reframe. The alarm isn't broken. It's just decades late for the memo that the famine ended. So the next time you feel that pull toward the pantry after you've already eaten, pause for a second. Somewhere behind that craving is a 200,000-year-old survival plan, still doing its job. Your stomach is full, but the alarm hasn't gotten the memo yet.